Hi YouTube! Today we are playing Bad Summer, which is a horror dating sim visual novel. Welcome to Bear Ridge Summer Camp. Jenny Lewis is an awkward high school graduate working her first job as a camp counselor. Help her navigate an exciting summer of making new friends and finding her first love. But be wary, not all is as it seems. So I've been following the development of this on Blue Sky. I actually almost auditioned to do one of the voices in it, but the turnaround time for the demo reel was too short, and I couldn't get it done in time. I've heard fantastic things about the voice acting in this game. I'm very excited to check it out. So let's get the game launched and take a look. So obviously, a horror game. The content of this game may include graphic violence, explicit language, and mature themes. It is intended for a mature audience and may not be suitable for children under 18 years of age. The creators of this game do not endorse or condone any violent or illegal behavior. Viewer discretion is strongly advised. By accessing and playing this game, you acknowledge you understand and accept the potential for graphic and explicit content and are responsible for any offense or discomfort that may arise from such. Oh no controller support? We'll see in a sec. I like the little logo. Okay, we do have controller support, good. Just makes it a little bit more comfy that I don't have to be so pulled up to my desk. So let's get into it and see how quickly we get murdered. SJ Games presents. Had some teeths. Some good sound design there. Decisions have consequences. Choose wisely. I have never been known to make wise choices. Oliver's office, 7:08 a.m. We found one game where you have...
My name is Oliver Smith, and I am, for the first time in my life, completely and utterly stupefied. All my life, I reveled in the self-glorification of being the brightest mind in the room. A gift, my mother called it, to know everything there was to know about the world. Or so I thought.
I mean, that sounds like being a little pompous to me rather than being gifted.
With each case solved, each criminal I brought to justice, my confidence grew. I believed I had seen it all, knew it all, that no mystery I sought could evade my eyes for long. Little did I know, a darkness far greater than any criminal's machinations awaited me. It began innocently enough, with whispers and rumors that tickled the edge of my consciousness. Strange occurrences and unexplainable events that defied logic. At first, I dismissed them as mere superstitions, the imaginings of an odd, whimsical mind. After all, I am a detective grounded in the tangible, the real and the concrete. Ghosts and silly monsters belong to children's stories, not the reality I so carefully navigated.
It's a good voice, eh?
But the whispers grew louder, persisting until I could no longer ignore them. I stumbled upon a hidden network, a secretive society that sought to protect the world from an insidious truth. Could you believe it? Paranormal creatures, beings that inhabited the very fabric of our existence, lurking among us, hiding in plain sight. They called them abnormals. The discovery of these monsters was a revelation that shook me to my core, an awakening that shattered my preconceived notions.
Speaking of preconceived notions, I did not expect the game to start this way. I figured it would jump straight to, I believe Jenny is the main character. I really expected it to just go straight into the summer camp aspect of it, and then tease in more kind of like mystery and investigation things. So interesting that they've chosen to start this way.
The world I thought I knew, the boundaries I believed existed, were nothing but a fragile facade. What am I to do? A mere man of flesh and bone against monsters capable of wiping mankind clean from the face of this earth.
This guy is very dramatic. I feel like he belongs in like Castlevania Symphony of the Night with the "What is a man?" Like he is a very dramatic man.
If these monsters come to light, life as we know it will be over.
Maybe just because I'm so full of existential dread now that like nothing surprises me. And if I checked the news tomorrow morning and there was like fucking monsters, I'm like, yeah, it's Wednesday. Like that's expected.
God. Everything I've ever worked for. Everyone I've ever loved. Gone.
The monsters ate everyone. That was very quick. Very, very quick. Die, monster! You don't belong in this world. It's Wednesday, my dudes. It's time for our weekly monster foraging through the cities.
Maybe another round at the bar, another drink, and I'll figure it out.
That usually works, right?
I always do.
Oh, hello. Why is nobody there just concerned? Like, why are they not concerned about the fact that he just has a gun in his hand? That's just allowed. Okay, Oliver's office, 9:30 p.m. So later that day, I'm assuming. Another murder. Another family left with no answers. Another case gone cold. A chilling addition to my department's ever-growing failures. I am not going to fake a British accent for this character, by the way. New Empress was worse than I thought. The city had become a haunting symphony of sirens and death. I thought I could fix things, cleanse the red stains that blackened the streets. What a fool I was to believe it would all be so simple. All pipe dreams and deluded fantasies. I wasn't ready to throw in the towel. The hard reality of existing in this war zone hadn't destroyed my righteous crusade yet. Soon, perhaps. Not yet. I really want to see how this ties into the summer camp thing. It's like, do you need a team of like scrappy teenagers to help you solve this? I'm invested. I want to know what's going on here. I hunched over my desk, glaring down at the mountain of manila folders. Each held a grim portrait of a life extinguished too soon, a trail gone cold. I plucked a few from the summit before they threatened to fall. The serial porch pirate. Awful, but the porch bandit can wait. There were bigger issues to worry about, like the ungodly amount of vicious murders gone unsolved. That took precedence over stolen mail. For now. The midnight panty nabber. Goodness, every day humanity strayed further from God. I slipped the case file back into the pile. Not today. Hopefully, not ever. I mean, somebody needs to solve the case of the midnight panty nabber. We can't just have panties being nabbed. Like, this is serious business. The Camp Bear Ridge Ripper. The name alone sent a shiver up my spine, my gloomy office seeming a tad bit darker. A bitter breeze disturbed the grimy blackout curtains. Every twitch sent a miniature dust storm into the stagnant air, mirroring the anxiety churning in my gut. This case in particular, something wasn't right about it. Classified, I only do not copy. Jane Doe. Carson Park Public Restroom. On May 29th, I don't know if it's going to do text at the bottom, and I'm just going to, like, basically be double reading this, but I'm going to read it now in case they don't. On May 29th, approximately 6:45 a.m., Officer Deborah Johnson responded to a call regarding a suspicious odor emitting from the men's restroom in Carson Park, the small town of Dogskill, a mile out from Bear Ridge Mountains. Upon investigation, the responding officer discovered the victim. The victim, an unidentified female, presumed to be in her 30s or 40s due to dental records, laid scattered across the restroom floor. The body had been meticulously dismembered with a sharp object, unknown. Okay, I'm pressing the button, nothing's happening. Oh, nope, not that one. I don't know what just happened. Oh, okay. Oh, they have, oh, neat. They have a button to just look at the background and like appreciate the art, which is very nice. Okay. And okay. I can do this with my controller to a certain extent. Well, we'll do mouse for this part. Okay, photograph. Is there anything we can do with the photograph? I think we're just looking at it. Photograph behind. Okay, creepy bathroom, bloody sink. I don't think that there's like things to investigate in the photo. I think we're just looking. Okay, and then this is the stuff that we read before. Oh, hello. 3 victims dead, all cut into pieces, butchered. You're not concerned about the shadowy figure there? Like, that seems a little concernicus to me. A meticulous, heinous act. Ruthless. The suspect, who had no prior arrests, a squeaky clean criminal record before this whole mess started, was rotting away in a jail cell. Great news, right? Seriously, we're just not going to say anything about that. That's just chill, hanging out there. Okay. The officers leading the case earned a nice promotion. My department even threw a little celebration. The spirits were high. Getting a murderer like that off the streets was a relief to everyone. Yeah, just slide her a drink. Like, this now is like a noir crime drama where it's like, oh, who knew that a dame like you would walk into an office like this? Like, is this love interest number 1? I'm down for it. I'm down. Until last night. SJ Games, welcome in. Hey, no worries. How's it going? We are definitely enjoying it so far. Another body carved into pieces in the same brutal, horrifying fashion. Seriously, just no comment. Oh, okay. I knew from the minute she appeared in my doorway, legs up to here, that she had trouble written all over her. Exactly, exactly. Let us romance the monster in the background. I want to romance her. Either some fool decided to continue the Bear Ridge Ripper's legacy, or there's someone innocent locked away in the Ripper's place. That I cannot abide. A blur of fur emerged from under my feet. A long-haired calico, eyes narrowed with mischief, launched itself onto my cluttered desk, knocking over my lukewarm coffee in the process. That seems about right for a cat. Yep. I gasped, quickly turning the mug upright and setting the case files aside, narrowly avoiding staining precious evidence. Spilled coffee pooled beneath the keyboard. First day on the job and I was already making a mess of government property. Just use the cat to mop it up. They're absorbent. It'll be fine. Important. There is a cat. Exactly. The key question is, can you pet the cat? I hope that there is a pet option at some point. I reach for some tissues, carefully cleaning my ruined desk. My gaze snapped to the destructive cat. The little nuisance came out of seemingly nowhere. Is this the Cat Distribution Society? Is this actually your cat? Nothing else matters now, unless we can pet the cat. Exactly. Pet cat! Yes! Nice. Everything is fine in the world. We can pet the cat. My gaze softened. The destructive furball was cute. Too cute for its own good. I gave in to the urge to pet the top of its tiny head. And give him some scritches. My fingers glided through the soft hair. That's a good purr. Or a good meow. It responded with a soft, rumbling purr. The cat had no collar, no tags. Oh, so it's not his cat. It is surprise cat that is now your responsibility. Where did you come from, little one? How'd you find your way into a police station at this time of night? That's no easy feat. I'm impressed. Perhaps I should give the troublemaker a name. Okay, chat. Give me your names. Pun names get extra weight. I do also enjoy the personalize the cat. I think we're gonna go with Tama just because Lenneth was fastest on the buzzer. Okay, let's go. Tama. How cute. I gave the furball a few more pets. Then gently guided the little guy off my desk. I had no time for distractions, no time to entertain the cat's mischievous antics. I had a job to do, and I'll be damned if I let anything get in the way of what must be done.
Attention all personnel. This is an emergency.
Oh good, fire drill.
This is not a test. I repeat, this is not a test. A highly dangerous abnormal has breached the facility. Remain calm and follow these instructions carefully.
Oh, hello. You're back.
Do not close office doors. This will upset the abnormal.
Did you want a drink?
Do not try to escape. Do not try to respond to or acknowledge anyone outside of your office, including co-workers, staff, and family members, no matter how normal they appear.
I mean, that's just good life advice in general.
Do not make eye contact with the abnormal. Do not approach. If you are being watched, proceed with work as normal.
I do enjoy, like, joke paths sometimes, where, where you can have something that's very different than the regular path, and I think that someone who's like, hell yeah, this is what I'm into, having that option would be, I think, amusing. I don't know if anyone else would enjoy that, that's just me being a weirdo.
Do not look out the windows. Should someone go missing in your immediate vicinity, do not search for them. They are gone.
Getting a little, like, Night Vale vibe from this, with the do not look at the dog park, the do not ask questions about the dog park.
If you feel like you're no longer in control of your body, do not panic. This is normal, and should only last a few seconds. This should not impede your duties.
Oh god, thank you, SG Games. If that ends up happening, I feel the weight of the responsibility of that story arc. Oh man, it is a cool design though. I like the blinking too. It's semi-reminiscent of like a recording thing for like a camera. So I was wondering, I'm like, oh, are we seeing like a security thing in the background and our tired, addled mind is putting a shape on it? Yeah, we're all equally responsible because we're all equally terrible here.
Stay in well-lit areas. In case of a power outage, brace yourselves for broken bones and or missing organs. The abnormal collects eyeballs in particular.
Oh, jeepers creepers.
Failure to follow proper protocols may result in employment termination, a fine, and sudden death, in that order. Should death occur, the fine will be transferred to your next of kin. If no next of kin is available, we'll forward the fine to the person who sighed the loudest upon learning of your demise.
Oh man, I'm fucked. I love that. I'm terminated before getting terminated, damn, yep.
Thank you.
Hey, the Phantom Punk, hello, welcome in. How's it going? Okay, ad break should be over. Thank you so much for sticking through it to support the channel. You just got off an ad? Yeah, well, thankfully, you shouldn't have any more until the next secret friend time in an hour. So let's get the music paused and get back to the gaming scene. Okay. And let's get back to some more... Oh, that's Jake's voice actor. Well, hello and welcome in. I cannot wait to see... I've heard very good things about the voice acting in this game. I followed the development on Blue Sky and the open casting call and everything for the voice work. It was very exciting, very cool. Quite the chilling announcement for my first day on the job. I rifled through my desk drawer. Buried under a pile of crumpled papers was an ISWA instructional disc. It was old, a bit scratched and worn with age. A mandatory watch, according to the chief. It was a tedious chore, and for a moment I considered skipping the affair entirely. What the boss didn't know wouldn't hurt him. No. I shook the dangerous train of thought from my head. There were protocols for a reason, no matter how inconvenient and boring they may be. It's cool to follow the rules, kids. I wiped the thick sheet of dust from the CD's surface, carefully cleansed it with a cloth, and then slipped it into the computer's optical drive. No, don't look at the CD. Look up or you'll miss the love of your life. Yes, we must romance the peaker.
Welcome, officer. If you're watching this tape, that means the international security of the weird and abnormal has accepted you into our ranks.
I swear this guy was leading the training that I had to do for active shooter situations for a previous job at one point.
Congratulations. If you are not a government official and associated with the new Empress Police Department, please power down this device now and report this stolen material to your local authorities. Theft of property is a serious crime. If determined guilty, whoever smashed your off of your swing and your homes in on your will see me.
You may ease... Huh. I feel like I can almost read that. You may release... No. That's so, yeah, depths of hell. Is that, I get a straight... I'm like, stop wiggling so much so I can read you. I'm not gonna keep it on this forever, though. And now he's speaking my language. I was gonna make a joke about how it's like, we'll just fucking kill you, but this was even creepier.
Violators may be subject to fines or possible jail time if you do not comply.
Completely normal.
This is not a test. Are you authorized to view this content?
Sure. I believe we are. We had the disc. We didn't say anything about finding it or stealing it anywhere, I don't think. Are you cleansed? I showered earlier.
Good. Your word is your bond, detective. Your oath of honor is everything.
I mean, I didn't swear to anything. All I said was that I had the clearance to read this. I'm like, if you want to nitpick, we can nitpick about this.
Truth, integrity, and personal accountability are the core values of your department. Do well to uphold them.
Don't tell me what to do.
New Empress, the city of opportunity, freedom, and prosperity.
Some of those, I'm not up on like American architecture, but some of those buildings seem kind of familiar. I wonder if it's like combining a bunch of like visuals from different cities.
Beautiful, isn't it? It is home to millions of Americans, families, mothers and fathers, their children. These innocent, hard-working civilians are living their lives in blissful ignorance, unaware of the current menace threatening our nation. New Empress City is under attack by unknown entities, abominations lurking in the shadows, waiting and plotting to consume our home. They seek to butcher everyone and everything we love. There are unnatural events occurring all around us, officer. It is happening as I speak. Terrible things. Innocents are dying. Your life is in danger.
So, like we said earlier, so it's Wednesday. Got it.
Your family is in danger. Only the New Empress Police Department can stop it.
I see. Yep, he looks fine.
Public safety is our priority. Our city needs us. With our skill and the community's tax dollars, there is nothing we cannot achieve.
Looks like some sort of like really terrible Japanese mascot. They got mascots for everything, and it just definitely like, yes, it's horror policeman. He's the mascot of like, whichever prefecture's police department.
Do you believe in God?
Nope.
Good. God cannot help you. You will need to be properly prepared for your new position, detective. But first, you will be tested. Let's see how capable you are.
Oh god, please do not be a skill-based minigame now.
The images you're about to witness are classified. Sharing this information with the general public will result in death.
Okay, well, I mean, that's a pretty clear ramification. God can't hear you, and they will fight you. Watch them. Build a friend just like you.
A fine, employment termination, and possible jail time. Now pay close attention, detective. The information I'm about to show you may save your life.
Teeth. Okay, how to identify an abnormal. Odd facial features. Sensitivity to light. Smells like death. Unnatural movement. Fascination with devouring human flesh. We'll start with your intestines first. Your soul is forfeit.
Let's put what you've learned to the test, shall we? Choose wisely, detective.
This guy. Children are always haunted. ¿Por qué no los dos? I'm gonna go with Pointy Teeth Man. I failed. Failure? Was the test rigged, or am I awful at this? Shit, I missed the instructions there. That's what I get for reading chat. I blame all of you.
It's ringing.
Time to get to work.
Hello?
Hey, this Jerry's Pizzeria? I could really use a pie right now, dude.
What?
Listen, all bullshit aside, the munchies are really hitting me, bro. Hey, listen, you ever wonder if water is really wet, man?
They call them fingers, but I've never seen them fing. Oh wait, there they go.
What? No, you wanker. I'm not getting into this pointless debate with you. Who are you, anyway? How did you get this number?
Yo, do fish get thirsty? What do they call English muffins in England? Are they just muffins? And if so, how do you differentiate them from other muffins?
Dude, just take my order and send the pizza over. That'll be totally radical of you, you know?
What are you, a turtle living in a sewer? Is your father a rat? Get off my line, you bloody idiot.
I mean, you could just hang up.
Dude, my pops isn't a rat.
My dad's not a phone.
Wait, hold up. How did you know he lives in the sewers?
This job might be the death of me.
Okay, what do we mess with now? Click, click. Can we do something with the... Oh, phone again.
Hello?
911. Please.
Mom, are you alright?
There's something in my house.
Something? Can you be more specific, Mom?
It's not human.
Is it you?
This isn't a prank, is it?
No! Please! I can't look away.
Can you describe what you see?
Why do I feel like this is gonna be a prank. I feel like it's not ready to get serious yet.
Mom, are you there?
No!
I mean, if it's a prank, she's pretty committed.
God help us.
Try harder, Oliver.
Bloody hell! How in God's name?
He's teleported out from the computer.
I said try harder, Oliver. People are dying.
Yeah, you're not gonna like call anybody to go and check up on that woman who called. You're not gonna figure anything. Okay. I guess she's fine.
The abyss threatens to swallow the city, the whole world. You must prevent this. Try harder. Do better.
I must do better.
You can do it, Oliver.
Hello?
Hello, is this the ISWA?
It is.
How can I help you?
It's not me that needs your help. It's my son. I think he lost his marbles, if you know what I mean.
Lost his marbles. How?
He's been drawing all these odd pictures and hanging them on the wall, frenzied scribbling. Horrible, ugly pictures. Everyone's concerned. He's batshit crazy. We've tried counseling, medication. Nothing works.
I like to imagine that like he goes to investigate and it's just normal kid drawings and the mom is just like really critical of her child's art.
He's tearing this family apart, Lisa.
Wah wah.
Give me that! Listen, you're the ISWA, right? You guys are experts with strange, weird shit? Well, I need help, okay? I need it now!
Okay, calm down. I'll do what I can. Tell me what's wrong and we'll try and get to the bottom of it.
Something has been watching me, stalking me.
Something? Can you describe what it looks like?
It looks like a man, but it's not. It's not even human. No face, just a blank void where its face should be. And its limbs, they're way too long, like freakishly long. It's wearing a suit, a really nice one, but it's so wrong.
Well, at least he's fashionable though, right?
It's so wrong.
The abnormal...
Abnormal? Is that what it's called?
Listen closely. Is this faceless man in a suit doing anything? Is it threatening you?
No, not really. It just stands there, watching. Always watching. No matter where I turn, it's there.
Mr. John Slender? Yeah, he's just keeping an eye on you, man. Everybody needs a buddy. This is your buddy system. This is your paranormally supplied buddy system.
I don't know what the fuck it wants. I'm really scared. My family doesn't understand me. No one understands.
No one else can see it.
No, just me. You think I'm crazy, right? I might be losing my mind. Mom's right. I'm losing it.
Try and stay calm. Do you see it now?
Yes, it's standing there by the tree line, outside my house. We're surrounded by wood. It tries to camouflage itself with the tree sometimes. It's freaky the way this thing's limbs can stretch, like it's limitless.
It does actually remind me of one of my favorite yokai.
Okay, if you have curtains, close them. I need you to think back to the first time you witnessed it. Did anything out of the ordinary happen that day? Anything strange at all?
I don't know. It was just normal Saturday. I was off work, on my computer cleaning my email. A couple minutes later, it was inside my room. I saw it in the corner of my eye.
That's all? Nothing else?
Nothing else.
Did anything about those emails stand out to you?
Was it a chain letter that you didn't pass on?
I mean, not really. Just a bunch of shitty spam mail.
What did the spam mail say?
The usual stupid crap. One of those annoying fake cursed
Yep.
chain letters like, if you don't forward this to 10 people, you'll die a horrible death.
Man, back in the day, I remember handwriting out a bunch of those because as a child I was scared that, that sort of something bad would actually happen. But holy shit, like kids these days don't know how good they have it with just being able to forward on an email instead of painstakingly writing this out in cursive. Holy crap, my wrist.
But that's all a bunch of baloney. Ridiculous. Ah! Holy shit! It's in my room! It's in my room! Help me!
Is this what we're doing or is this what we're telling him to do? I feel like based off of the world that they're crafting here, the correct thing to do, if you run, we've already seen it outside and in the bedroom. I don't think that fleeing is going to help because it can move. It's not bound to a location. So I think that the correct thing to do here is to send the chainmail.
The chain letter, it's cursed. You have to send it to someone to continue the cycle. That's the only way to survive this.
What?
Just do it.
Yeah, it's the ring. Just make it someone else's problem.
Shit, fuck!
He sounds like me when I was playing Bo Path of the Teal Lotus. He's fine.
Another life stolen by the abyss, whisked away in an instant. Tragic end. This faceless abnormal has proved to be particularly difficult to contain.
Shit, man, now it's in my room. Help! Better send that chainmail. You better send that right away. Also, for some reason, right now, just the way that the old man's dialogue is written right now, I am getting Unsolved Mystery vibes right now, like so bad. I could almost hear the Unsolved Mysteries theme playing in my head as he was speaking.
You have failed, but this poor soul was doomed from the start. His chance of survival was slim to none. Still, you could have done better. I am not impressed.
Well, then you answer the phone. Is there anything else that we can click on? A theme is scary. It's my brother's alarm clock. Oh my god. That would put you in such like an adrenaline rush every morning.
Hello? Are you the good guys?
That depends on your perspective.
Yes, this is the good guys. How can I help you?
Mommy told me to hide, and she told me to call here because Daddy has a knife.
You might need the different good guys. Is your daddy some sort of horrific monster?
Where's your mum now? Can you put her on the phone?
She went downstairs and she didn't come back. Can you find her for me? Because I don't want to go downstairs. Mommy was screaming, but she stopped now. Are you on your way?
Did Daddy do anything strange? Did he look different?
No. He looks how he always looks. Really mad.
Yeah, I feel like you need to transfer this one to the regular cops, maybe.
Uh-oh. I think Daddy's coming upstairs.
Listen to me carefully, okay? Stay hidden, don't make a sound. Stay on the line. I'm tracking your location, I'll send somebody to help. You're going to be alright.
Oliver, this is not an abnormal occurrence. The ISWA cannot interfere.
Damn, man, that's cold.
If you send our agents, there will be consequences.
You can't just, like, call another... Like, you can't transfer the call to a different emergency service. The police would take ages to arrive. Absolute fools. The cleaners, however, they're efficient. They'd make an appearance instantly. So we either send the cleaners... Oh, interesting. Why is this something that we can click on? I mean... I feel like I don't know enough about the cleaners and the training that our team has. Is this something that they can actually deal with? Oh, you never heard the phone dialogue before? It is very nice. I mean, would the police really take ages? I think we're gonna send the cops, just because I don't know enough about the cleaners to be okay sending them there to help a child. Admittedly, I'm not really keen on sending the police to help a child either, but we do what we can within the confines of the world.
The good guys are on their way to you right now. Hold tight.
I hear the good guys coming.
Exactly.
Stay on the line.
I like how he was also like, the police will take forever, but this is a good fucking response time.
Bye-bye.
Like, that was fantastically fast.
Hello?
There was silence on the other end of the line, but I felt a presence. Someone was there. I could sense it.
Hello, how can I help you?
Is this welcome to the game? The breather is there?
I'm watching you.
I froze, my grip on the handset tightening. The voice was ominous, unsettling, but I was not one to be intimidated. I would not be bullied in my own office by some foolish prank caller. Yeah, I probably would just hang up. There's no sense in feeding the trolls.
They cannot be saved.
Your shift is over, Oliver. Your performance was acceptable, I suppose. But I was expecting better. You have much to learn, much to experience.
Like, oh yeah, give me that praise. Oh, hello. She's back. Hey, baby. How's it going? Would you care to come in and sit down? We can share this bottle of bourbon I have in my desk. We can answer the phone together, I guess. I don't know. Do you come here often? If so, why? I sighed heavily, slouching into my office chair. Thank goodness it was over. For now. With the phone calls over and done with, I turned my attention to other matters. But not the figure in the doorway. We still have not noticed. The Bear Ridge Ripper case. My number one priority was finding the killer. Sleep could wait. Time was of the essence. The real work begins. Ooh. It was nicely animated. I'm liking the song too. I was saying earlier actually that I wanted to audition for the game, but the timing was a little too tight because the auditions were in November, I think, and that was a really busy time for work for me, and I think the turnaround for the demo reel was only a week, so I didn't have a chance to get it in, unfortunately. I was going to audition for Jenny, actually, but I don't have any thoughts that I would actually get a role or anything like that, but I auditioned for Sushi Ben as well, and the process was just super fun in general. I don't know if I'd say that I'm an actor HQ, but I think voice work is really interesting. Oh, you do need a voice actor for the Peeker? Oh my god, that would be fantastic. If there is an audition for that, I will absolutely submit a reel for that. God, my face is so red right now. Well, yeah, now that it's gonna have a romance option, I absolutely will. Nothing can hold me back from auditioning for the Peeker. It would be fantastic. The Peeker was that woman-ish shape in the background looking down the hallway that I fell in love with instantly and wanted a romance option for. Okay, back to the game. The summer of 1999 was the hottest I ever experienced. The muted glow of dawn shed but a feeble light over the misty woods. Yeah, this song is a banger. The wide tree-lined street was eerily empty at such an hour. The entire world was fast asleep, and here I was at the first light of day, alone at a deserted bus stop. It was lonely here. Uncomfortably quiet. I couldn't shake this irrational feeling that some hungry predator was going to jump from the darkness and take a chunk out of me. Not like I could run far in a dress like this. Woo for impractical dressing. Look as fun as you want. Wear that dress. Enjoy life. Do it. Don't save the dresses for special occasions. The weak, flickering light overhead only added to my jitters. There was something about this neck of the woods that freaked me out. And part of me was itching to pack up and head home. Applying for this job was a stupid idea. Part of me was itching to pack up and head home. Applying for this job was a stupid idea. I was out of my element, out of my comfort zone, and in over my head. My knowledge of the countryside and outdoor living was zero. Stupid me, trying to get away from my parents, that I threw myself into a worse situation. Working at a summer camp in the middle of absolute nowhere. Bear Ridge Summer Camp. Your next adventure starts here. It seemed like a nice way to disconnect from the stress of the modern world and reconnect with nature. An escape from reality, from life at home. At least for a little while. A cool breeze blowing through my hair, my fingers strummed over my acoustic guitar. Just something to fill the silence. Anything to fill the silence. Hey, it's the kitty! Tama! A cat in the wilds of Bear Ridge Mountains? And at the bus stop, of all places? What on earth was it doing here? A hint of mystery surrounding the four-legged creature. It looks like its name is Tama. After some time of admiring the cat from a safe distance, I was feeling more than a little restless. What was taking the bus so long? Was it normal for it to run this late? Concerned, I rooted through my dress pocket for my cell phone and dialed my boss's number. I wasn't too far from camp. Maybe he could drive out and pick me up? He answered on the second ring, thankfully.
What do you want?
Oh, that's pleasant. I paused, surprised by how irritable he sounded. He was a lot nicer during the interview. Hey, the bus is late, and I've been waiting here for close to an hour now.
Why is the fact you're stranded my problem?
Ooh. Yep, you're a nice boss. Well, I was hoping you could come pick me up, if it's not too much trouble. Being out by myself makes me really nervous. I'm not used to these woods, and...
Too damn bad.
Did he just hang up on me? My stomach dropped to my toes. Wow, what a jerk. I shivered, the morning chill seeping through my dress. Another shiver racked her body. and this one less from the cold and more from frustration. This sucked. Waiting for a bus that may never come, dealing with a boss who treated me like an afterthought. Was it worth it? All of this for a minimum wage check and some time away from home? I mean, for me, it's like I already came out here. I have already left my home. I've done my makeup. I am here. We're gonna see this through. Headlights pierced the mist, and the large weathered wheels of a bus squeaked along the bumpy road. Finally. The clunky gas guzzler had arrived. A one-way trip to the mountains of Bear Ridge. The bus squealed to a stop before me. The folding doors opened to the smiling face of the driver, an old bald man missing a few teeth. Packing my guitar gear back into its case, I forced a smile and then hurried up to the short set of stairs with my luggage. Gazing down the narrow aisle of divided seats, I locked eyes with 4 attractive strangers. All of them looked around my age. There was only one reason a group of teenagers would be huddled on a bus at such an ungodly hour, venturing deep into the remote wilderness of upstate New Empress. My coworkers. 2 boys and 2 girls embarking on this crazy, bumpy ride alongside me. It was oddly comforting knowing that I wouldn't have to suffer alone for the rest of the trip. The bus doors closed and the driver stepped on the gas. No turning back now. Who should I sit next to? Oh, can I? Okay, the rebel. Personality, passionate, rash, outgoing. Skills, art, and expression. Flaw is decision-making. The intuitive. Personality is spontaneous, fun, and adaptable. Her skills is that she is perceptive and lucky. Her flaw is that she is indirect. The lost soul. Personality is grumpy, sensitive, and brooding. His skills are that strength and brawling. His flaw is that he's combative. And the survivalist. I know this one's Summer. Personality is leader, nature-loving, strict. Her skills are outdoor expertise, and the flaw is domineering. So, which one is Jake? Because since his voice actor is in chat, the Phantom Punk, I would love to pick Jake, but I'm not sure which one he is. The one drawing? Okay, then we are going... Oh, I'm so stupid. It says Jake was here. So that doesn't bode well for me noticing fine details in the game to put together the puzzle. So yeah, let's go with Jake. Yes, we are sure we are going for the rebel, the renegade. My gaze snapped to the brown-haired boy mindlessly defacing public property with a felt-tip black marker. He didn't seem to have a concern in the world, indifferent to what others thought of his improper activities. Not that anyone actually cared. A pair of square-rimmed glasses peeked from beneath his spiked hat, his crystal blue eyes glued to his work of vandalism. With every stroke of his marker, his toned arms flexed and rippled with movement. He had a unique, rebellious demeanor. His bad boy attitude and unusual looks drew me into the seat next to him. Yeah, everybody in chat was like, this guy, him, yes. I set my luggage down at my feet and my guitar across my lap. His doodling came to an abrupt pause. He eyed me appraisingly for a split second, but said nothing, returning to his act of self-possessed vandalism a moment later. As the bumpy ride commenced, a weighted silence spread between us. I don't know. I feel like I couldn't help. Like, I feel like he wouldn't want me to greet him, and so conversely, I want to greet him to fuck with him just a little bit. You know? Like, I greeted him awkwardly. Hi. It's not art. I stiffened. What? This shitty bus was dull. It needed some flair. A special touch, you know? And before you judge me, just know, this chicken scratch right here, he gestured to the doodling on the seat. This isn't my best work. That is. Oh, he drew the dick in the back. He pointed to the dick etched into the rear window of the bus, a proud smile plastered on his face.
They say art is subjective, but I think the entire world can universally agree that it's the perfect penis to ever grace the back of a bus.
Very nice. Good job, Phantom Punk. Look at it. The hairs, the curvature, the shaft. I'm a creative genius. Finding his crude humor amusing, I laughed, tension leaving my body in a rush. He was a bit unusual, but in a good way. An interesting way. You're kind of an idiot.
Lovable idiot. I'm Jake.
I'm Jenny.
I shook the gloved hand he extended to me, our grasp lingering a bit longer than I was comfortable with. His long, elegant fingers were stained by marker, and some of that ink rubbing off on me, but I didn't mind. My skin tingled from his firm grip. Jake had a distinct uniqueness that I was instantly drawn to, and it only took a few seconds of conversation to spike my interest in him. The rebellious artist seemed fun to be around, and I was desperate for a friend. He continued doodling on the seat as we spoke. Excited for the job? Nature, camping, working with kids? I like kids, but the nature and camping part makes me a little uncomfortable. I wonder if one of the options that we didn't select, if it was like a platonic route, because I do also love when there is that option in games as well.
Sweet!
A fellow nature hater. Good to know I'm not the only one. I'm liking him more by the second. His gaze shifted to my guitar in my lap, and then lower to the bare skin of my legs. Every hormone in my body abruptly came to life. Like, teenagers. Sitting close enough for our knees to brush with every slight jerk of the bus, he was a compelling presence in such a confined space. He felt no shame in staring, the burning intensity of his eyes more than a bit intimidating, but also thrilling. I gripped the hem of my dress, feeling vulnerably exposed. A part of me wanted to recoil, to flee to the back of the bus and hide. But there was this odd, indescribable pull between us. That beautifully chiseled face, combined with those intense eyes, could sweep any girl off her feet without a single word. My stomach did a quick somersault. Was he equally intrigued by me? Why the dress? I looked down at myself, growing even more flustered and self-conscious. Excuse me? It doesn't seem like the smartest attire for the woods. You know there's ticks, right? Okay, this man is after my own heart. He's like, calling out the fact that, like, you know that there's ticks, right? I love that. My eyes widened. Ticks? In Bear Ridge? Yeah, the little red parasitic bastards that hang out in the grass waiting for you to walk by to cling to your legs and suck the blood out of you like a vampire. My skin crawled. I pulled the skirt of my dress down further. Oh, very comforting. It's okay, babe. I can keep my eyes on you. Make sure you're safe from creepy crawlers. Your legs in particular, I mean. They look like they can use a little protection. Okay, back it off a little. I fumbled for our heart is spoken for by the peeper, okay? Like you can't just come on that strong. I fumbled for words, unsure of how to respond. He leaned closer. His scent filled my nostrils, a clean, minty blend of body wash and toothpaste. A shiver moved through me. When I didn't pull away, he boldly took the opportunity to grip my wrist. His marker hovered over my forearm. You mind? I like that he asked. I very much like that he asked. Stunned, my brain struggled to adjust to his sudden forwardness. He spoke to me with a composed coolness as if we were best friends, and touched me as if he had known me for years. Taking my astounded silence as an admission of consent, his long fingers tenderly traced the expanse of my arm, before pressing the felt tip to my skin. I swear to God if he draws a dick. His marker glided across my arm with gentle precision. My skin tingled with awareness. His shoulders were hunched, his face hovered over the length of my limb, his attention fully immersed in marking me. I watched as he worked, his wayward locks falling into his eyes with every tilt of his head. He would brush it away and huff in annoyance, just for it to happen again. I was half tempted to brush it back myself, to run my fingers through the silky strands. The strong, inky smell mixed with the clean scent of his toned body was an oddly tantalizing aroma. I watched every single movement he made, curious of the depiction he planned to etch into my skin. You're not planning on drawing a penis on me like some kind of freak, are you? I'm glad that she also had that concern. He didn't answer right away, his focus solely on his creation.
Nuh-uh.
Well, I've been called a freak multiple times, but I'm not an asshole. You're too perfect of a canvas to ruin. I think you're worth putting some real time and effort into. My mind raced. The double meaning of his words caused a breakout of goose flesh across my skin. The moment felt strangely intimate. If I didn't constantly remind myself that Jake was a stranger, I might have leaned even closer to him. Are you cold? His perceptive eyes were close enough to notice the small bumps on my arm. His marker twitched with every subtle, instinctual tremble of my body. Another shiver shot up my spine. I was off my game, every fiber of my being affected by his presence. It was extremely concerning to have such a visceral reaction to a stranger, no matter how attractive.
No.
I'm not cold. You keep shaking like that and I might make a mistake. Or two. He stilled, allowing me to check out the small bushy-tailed rabbit he drew on my arm. A smile pulled at my lips. It was actually kind of cute. You like it? Could be a nice tattoo to have in the future. It suits you. I do love bunnies. Why? Jake shrugged and went back to drawing on my arm. Bunnies are cute. My pulse sped up at his implication. Did Jake find me cute? I couldn't imagine sitting through the pain of a tattoo, but Jake's sensual marker art was the next best thing. He went back to doodling on me. You don't seem like the type of girl who would take on a summer camp job unless she absolutely had to. Slightly judgy there. My brows raised. What made you come to that conclusion? Well, we already established that you're not the outdoorsy type. Also, your skin is way too soft. Homebody, I'm guessing? I'm a nerd. I sit at my computer all day and play video games. Kind of. Don't fret, babe. We're in the same boat. I'm a homebody too, when I'm not out being a menace to society, of course. We shared a smile before his head dipped back down to my arm. I don't know your reasons, but if my assumption is correct, I didn't have much of a choice when I took this job either. I have a feeling we're probably not going to make the best counselors.
Sweet!
Even more reason for us to stick together. Survive the shitty terrors of Mother Nature. Form an alliance. Is there any terms and conditions to this alliance? Definitely. You agree to be my personal canvas, and I'll be a happy idiot. Sure, we're gonna need friends to get through this.
Keep talking.
My cheeks burned at the thought of being Jake's personal canvas. Who would have thought being drawn on could be such a sensual experience? I liked it. I liked it a lot. Still, I had some reservations. I guess? What does being your personal canvas entail? Well, it means I'd have access to your body. My breath caught in my throat, and my body blazed with heat. Only the places you give me permission to touch, of course. Jake looked back up from his design and offered me a wink, his gaze fixed on my face. His blue eyes stared straight into my soul. No guy had ever made my skin prickle and tingle with just one heated stare. He licked his lips, and I found myself doing the same. The things he was saying felt so wrong, forbidden, and yet so very right. I'm just kind of waiting. Like, I cannot imagine that they are having this conversation with like 3 other shitty teenagers on the bus who aren't like hooting or chiming in some way or interrupting them. I wanted him to mark me, to trace my skin with the cool tip of his marker. The bus abruptly jerked hard, and I flung forward, unable to stop myself. My pulse leapt with panic. Jake caught my waist, preventing my head from slamming into the seat in front of me. Oh, very kind. Relieved to be in one piece, I sighed and smiled at him. Thanks. Thank you for the save.
Lame.
He glowered at the sight of my arm, my skin smeared with an ugly black mark. His marker must have slipped when the vehicle lurched. Fuck, it's ruined! Damn it, stupid bus. Jake immediately got back to work on my arm, correcting his mistake, his marker moving along my arm in frenzied strokes. I had no clue what he was drawing, but I had a feeling it would turn out nothing short of a masterpiece. He was talented. Did he strive to be an artist? He seemed more than capable. The bus rolled into a halt at the next bus stop. The double doors opened, and an older, scraggly man boarded. He was graceless as he limped through the aisle, with what I presumed to be a bad leg. Tall with a full head of unkempt gray hair, beady black eyes, and baggy, dirt-stained clothes. He looked like a homeless man down on his luck. It was a small miracle he could even afford a bus ticket with the way he carried himself. His features were weathered, his nose crooked as if it had been broken at some point. Actually, I assumed based off of the picture that this was like a school bus that had kind of been sent out by the camp to pick up the counselors. But since she was waiting at a bus stop, I suppose it isn't a school bus. It would be a paid bus. Because I'm like, why is this old man getting on a school bus? But I think that's just me. The poor guy seemed sickly, barely holding on by a thread. His clothes carried a terrible odor, and the stench intensified the further he moved onto the bus. The driver didn't seem to mind, and Jake was too involved in using my arm as a canvas to care. I wonder if this is going to be like the traditional like harbinger kind of character who's going to warn the kids about the dangers at the cabin, and they're all going to laugh him off and be like, "Oh, old man, like you don't know what you're talking about. We're young and invincible, and we're going to go and have sex and get drunk and then get murdered, as you do." I kept my head down as he passed by, fighting the urge to cover my nose. There was no need to be rude. Hopefully the man's misfortune turned around for the better soon. You. I locked eyes with the homeless man's pale, haggard gaze. He hovered over my seat, leering, glaring into the very depths of my soul. Yeah, the SJ Game's laughing at this. I'm like, did I hit it? Did I hit it on the nose there? I love me some horror. I am used to the tropes. I went stiff. A sudden, inexplicable chill swept over me, sending goosebumps racing over my skin. I gripped my guitar tight and huddled closer to Jake, my trembling body seeking out any shred of protection that I could find. Jake's head popped up from my arm. His eyes zeroed in on the homeless man within our personal space.
You're making a mistake. Little girl. He's not what you think. Don't trust him. Don't trust him. He's gonna get you, little bunny.
Well, thank you for the advice, sir. But, yeah.
He's gonna rip you limb to limb, pieces to pieces.
Oh, sir, do you need a tissue? He grinned maniacally, spittle flying around his wrinkled mouth. His eyes were wide and crazed. He moved a hand to the inner pocket of his coat. I gasped at the glint of something silver in his pocket. Is that a knife? Oh shit, which one button is A? Which button is A? I'm pressing it! I'm pressing it so fast! Oh my god. Please tell me I'm pressing A and not B. Okay, I think I did it. I let out a heavy breath I didn't know I didn't realize I was holding. I yelped. A disgusting glob of spit hit my chest. Ew, ew, ew. Yes, I am playing with the gamepad. Did I need to press the A button on the keyboard? Oh, that's too bad. I always play on controller if I can. Oh, that's too bad. I'll know for the next one. Thank you for giving me the heads up. Okay, but I know for future QuickTime events that I need to press the keyboard and not my gamepad. Thank you for having any controller support at all, though. It's so much more comfy to be able to, like, sit back a bit, because I stream off my laptop. So it's just a little bit more comfy to use the controller. Laughing maniacally, the bum ran off through the back door and disappeared into the woods. What a jerk. My flesh crawled. The urge to buckle over and vomit was near irresistible. It was a violation, a physical assault that left me reeling. A fire ignited in my chest. I wanted to lash out, to scream, to throw a tantrum. But a cold, rational voice warned me against it. Instead, I wiped the spittle away, a feeble attempt to restore my dignity. A gloved hand reached out, firm yet hesitant, holding a clean handkerchief just inches from my stained dress. I looked up and met Jake's gaze, a quiet anger simmering there. Not at me, but at the situation.
Whoa.
That was messed up. Screw that guy. You okay? I mustered the strength to speak. Barely. I'm okay, given the circumstances. No, you aren't. Let me help. Gently, he dabbed at the gross stain with the clean cloth. His fingers brushed against mine, lingering just long enough to remind me that I wasn't alone in this, that someone saw what I'd been through and cared enough to stand by me. There you go. All clean. Don't think about him. A person with an aura like that? Not worth the energy. Aura? Yeah, you didn't see it. Cadmium red. A pretty color, but dangerous. Angry. Toxic. Anyone you find with a color like that, you stay far from it. In fact, you run.
Lame.
Don't think about him anymore. Screw that bum. He was a fucking bully. Reluctant amusement curved my lips. His words were fierce, needlessly vulgar, but also protective, and deep down, I liked him. He was odd, a little out there. Mostly a stranger, too. But the prospect of spending the next 2 weeks working alongside him was indescribably thrilling. It was probably best if we kept things professional, but I had a feeling that it would be far from easy dealing with a boy like Jake. Not that I was complaining.
It started the summer of 1999.
Burb. Bad summer. Oh, I guess this is the end of the demo. What a fantastic little demo. Like Oh,
Oliver,
more? Okay, good.
Your shift was over hours ago. Go home. Rest. There is always tomorrow.
Rest? Someone is behind these brutal murders, and I'll uncover the truth, even if it kills me.
But yeah, what a great little demo. I like kind of the juxtaposition between the camp scene of it and the detective kind of portion of it, and with the agency there. The agency part really threw me because even though I had seen some of the characters for the casting, I really expected to start with the summer camp. So it kind of put me on my back foot, kind of kept me wondering what was going on here, how the two things were going to be linked. But that's sad but cute. But yeah, it really made me wonder like how they were linked together and how those they were going to be brought together. This is the last of the credits. I like the humor in it too, or is it? Really fantastic music. The animation there was beautiful as well. Tonally, it's a little different than the rest of the illustrations and the character design, but it's so smoothly animated. It's really beautiful. So thank you for such a wonderful demo, SJ Games. It is great. I very much look forward to when this comes out and threw it on your wish list. Glad to hear it. Here's the link again for anyone who is interested in wish listing it. Follow them on Blue Sky as well. They post a lot of really interesting information about the making of the game. Like they had the casting calls for the voice acting and some of the behind the scenes stuff. Yeah, no problem. I had a great time. I'm so glad that we connected so that I could play this. I will keep an eye out just in case there's anything about the Peeker. That would be really fun. Whether, if there ends up being a romanceable path or not. Still, Peeker, best character.